Darkest Dungeon 2 is slowly becoming Darkest Dungeon 1, if not even better. With every next patch and every next update, those feedbacks that I did are becoming reality right now, because the game just expanded to oblivion. Let's pass through the next patch, and of course we're gonna play as soon as it's available in 2 days from now. The name of this patch would be the Altar of Hope. It brings so many good things to the game. I'm actually in for the next 500-600 hours of playtime, seems like. What we can see from this first picture reminds us a bit of Darkest Dungeon 1. We finally have a map of the world we're gonna play in. There's the mountain, and there are the maps that we need to pass. So what do they say? They changed the Hope system. The upcoming Altar of Hope update introduces a new massive progression system to Darkest Dungeon 2, or better to say, it introduces managing from Darkest Dungeon 1 in a new way. And for the Hope, now we got a Candles of Hope. On your expeditions, you'll collect Candles of Hope by completing objectives, progressing through areas, and defeating evils along the way. Candles will only ever be earned through playing. They cannot be purchased. Freaking nice. This is the mechanic of candles and how you reveal memories until you reach the mountain. Now, what it says, risk and reward. In true Darkest Dungeon fashion, the best results come from daring deeds. You also need to choose when to take a safer path. The best rewards can be gained by making it all the way to the confession boss, the final boss of each chapter. Of course, this is not always possible. Fortunately, candles can be earned with incremental success as well. It is possible when you know what you're doing. We're gonna see if they're gonna up the difficulty though. Cashing out. If you choose to, you can end any expedition gracefully at any inn. You'll keep whatever candles you have earned so far on the journey. And I guess your party remains alive too. The risking it, you choose to push on past the inn. Be aware that a mid-region party wipe or abandoned expedition will penalize your total candles earned. Always better to make it to the next inn. The pinnacle, if you reach the mountain, you'll keep every candle you earned from that expedition, even if you fall. You no reason not to face your failures. So, if you reach the final part, there are no penalties, and if you decide to quit once you reach the end, you keep the candles. It puts more pressure on a player, better risk and better reward. Absolutely amazing. The decision of whether or not to press forward after a moment's sanctuary at the end should be something that weighs heavily when tending to your party and surveying what challenges lie ahead. There is no shame in ending your expedition. The Altar of Hope. You can recall it if you try. Ember glows sufficing the city window panes, the soft crackle on a fire in the heart, the lap of gentle waves against sand. This kingdom was imperfect, but it was ours. Now it stands in ruin until you can invest in it once more with hope. So now, with hope, you recover memory, how it used to be. At the beginning of each journey, we were visiting the house to pick a chapter, and then we were visiting Crossroads to pick a team, and then off we go. Now, at the beginning of each journey, we're gonna also visit the Altar of Hope. And this is where you invest your hope, candles, in one of the 4 regions detailed below. The choices you make generally help not only your current quest, but future expeditions as well. Through time and effort, you will give yourself better and better chances to conquer your failures. We got the journey upgrades with 96 candles. We got resourcefulness with 69 candles. And we got renown with 92 candles. Upcoming is companionship and the Infernal Flame. Infernal Flame is for the dark runs, okay? Now journey could probably stagecoach upgrades over here. Resourcefulness, that might be the easier way around the map, because I see the map here, probably some map buffs, map upgrades, better scouting and so on. Renown, I don't know what I plan to do with Renown, I don't have a clue, we'll need to see in 2 days. But I like the change a lot. There's a lot of things to do now. The Interbreed Coast offers a mixture of functional and aesthetic upgrades, such as bonuses when reaching certain locations, beginning runs with greater resources in pocket, increased inventory space, and more inventory space, thank God. These boons are permanent once unlocked. Permanent upgrades! There is a constant progression now. It's not a classic roguelike anymore without progression. Now there is progression, finally. Now, we used to unlock heroes with hope also, and we used to unlock their abilities with hero shrines. I believe they're gonna keep the hero shrines, but they added the living city. And the living city is where you unlock heroes, permanent buffs, and trinkets, and some other surprises. This is also now where hero pots are unlocked. As you invest candles along each hero's track, their chances at surviving will increase dramatically. Know that increased death blow resist on offer. So basically now, you're gonna unlock hero subclasses. You won't be able to play them immediately, which probably means they're gonna delete my 100 save file again. But this time you're gonna unlock through these dots with candles specific hero pets. For every hero you wanna play a rogue, you unlock a rogue, and then you probably gonna be able to play the rogue highwayman non-stop if you like it. Now, to unlock all of this permanent buffs, trinkets, surprises, whatever they mean by it, subclasses and so on, that's a lot of candles. I wonder how many candles you get at the end of every successful run, you know, because this might take some time, like at least 3 times more time than it was on a previous patch. It took me 100 hours. Now this time when I see this, it's probably gonna take 300 hours, which is a good thing. But they also need more maps and more map interactions with better enemy variety to keep players playing non-stop. More chapters, more final bosses. I hope to see everything with this update. Items, the working fields. We got stagecoach items, 30 of them, rest items, 30 of them, combat items, 30 of them, and trinkets, 80 trinkets so far. You can probably invest candles here and unlock more and more and more. Interesting mechanic. Again, everything is about candles. It says it's recollection. We are recollecting memories. Nice idea. I love it. This is how you unlock trinkets. The working field is where you can expand your available pool of items. Stagecoach upgrades, trinkets, combat items, and in items can all be discovered here. Once unlocked, an item can be found in all future expeditions. That's the roguelike element. But this time you unlock them in a different way. That's what changed. You will also have that item added to your inventory immediately for the current expedition. So you need to be careful what you unlock, because you have that item immediately when you play. If you play smart, your team can be strong enough because you don't need to find the item on that run when you unlock. You immediately get the item. If you unlock this, you're gonna get it immediately. So you need to think what you're gonna do on every run. If you find the variety of trinkets and items that you're looting isn't particularly diverse, give a thought to tools of iron and invest candles here. Okay. They're gonna reset my saves and I unlocked everything, man. The recollection, all the items that we unlocked. It will show you all of the items that you unlocked. Hundreds in all. Memories and hero persistence. Now, what on earth is this? The timeless wood is where you can spend, again, you spend candles. You spend candles in like 4 or 5 different things now. I hope you receive a lot of candles because this is a lot of farming. Unlock memories for each of your heroes. And this is how you unlock memories now. What about hero shrines then? What we got here, I do not know. Some flower, head, whatever this is. What they provide along the way, probably he provides a cake. This one provides coin. Different buffs and bonuses along the way. Hero memories. Our memories have power over us, and as such they grant powerful benefits. However, despite its potency, memory is also fleeting. Memories only last for that hero-specific life and are wiped upon death. Memories are a more complex mechanic than the other alter unlockables due to their ephemeral nature, but ultimately this will prove rewarding to a canny and experienced player. Permadeaths for characters from chapter to chapter. They can die and it resets. If you keep them alive, the stronger they get for the next expedition. Again, a huge change. The goal of an expedition is to vanquish the confession boss at the final stage, and doing so comes with a reward beyond mere recognition and triumph over one's worst nature. Any heroes who survive the final battle will retain their memories. While their mastery level will be reset, surviving heroes will also keep their hero path, quirks, and name. They keep quirks too. If you make them clean with positive quirks, this can be great, but penalties are huge if they die, and expeditions are very long, 3 to 4 hours, plus the final boss that can one-shot. Heroes who survive a final boss battle can now have an additional memory invested. These characteristics will persist until the hero's death. Persistence while it lasts. A new great challenge emerges for those willing to tackle it, defeating all 5 confession bosses in order with the same party of 4 heroes, all of whom are filled with memories, and then the map will change how it looks like every time when you go like chapter 1, everything destroyed, chapter 2, memories start going on, the map looks different until you reach the final part where you can actually see how it used to look like this part over here at the beginning. This is gonna be brighter and brighter, I guess, better looking as you make progress. Restoration. As you invest hope in the altar, the view of the kingdom will gradually become as it once was, whole and majestic. Perhaps all can be put right after all. The Altar of Hope update will be available on experimental branch starting early next week. I hope it's Monday. Today is Friday. Once we're satisfied with stability, it will go live to the main game branch after that, so we can play on experimental on Monday, I hope. What to say about this patch? It's absolutely great. This is not a patch, this is like a complete remaster on early access. Okay, this is where the game actually becomes Darkest Dungeon 1, where it ceased to be a mobile-like Darkest Dungeon, and now we got so many different things to do, and this is just the start, I guess. They're gonna add more and more, but this is gonna be the main mechanic for the game. Okay, I love it, and I'm glad I played that early version for 100 hours, because I'll never have a chance to play it again, because this right now is a completely different game. I can't wait for Monday. I advise everyone to go and play the game a bit, get a hang of it, because on Monday this game is gonna change drastically, like a new game, completely new game. That would be all for the Altar of Hope. I can't wait to play it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.